Nanga Parbat is one of the tallest and most feared mountains in the world, standing at approximately 8,125 meters, 26,660 feet, and located in the Diamir district of Gilgit-Baltistan, Pakistan. Because of its extreme difficulty and the number of climbers who have lost their lives on its slopes, it has earned the nickname Killer Mountain. Daily Roshni News. Reinhold Messner and his younger brother Günther Messner were born in the mountainous South Tyrol region of northern Italy, in the town of Brixen-Bressanone. They grew up in an environment surrounded by steep peaks and deep valleys, where love for the mountains became a part of their childhood. Their father was a schoolteacher and an enthusiastic climber, and from a very young age, Reinhold began climbing mountains that few people his age attempted. Günther, his younger brother, often accompanied him, and together they developed into highly skilled climbers, completing many climbs in the Dolomites early in their careers. Academy of Achievement in 1970, the Messner brothers joined a German expedition team with the goal of climbing Nanga Parbat via its Rupel face, one of the highest and most technically difficult snow and rock faces on Earth. Reaching the summit of this face was considered a major achievement because of the constant danger of rockfall, ice, avalanches, and extreme weather. Daily Roshni News. On June 27, 1970, Reinhold and Günther successfully reached the summit of Nanga Parbat. At that height, oxygen levels are perilously low and physical conditions are extreme. After they reached the top, they were forced to find shelter as night fell and the temperature dropped sharply. Daily Roshni News. The real test came during the descent. Exhausted, and with worsening weather, the brothers chose to descend toward the Diamir face of the mountain, a different and extremely challenging route. While attempting to descend, their path was hit by a massive avalanche. Reinhold later reported that in the chaos of the avalanche, Günther was swept away and never seen again, suggesting that he was buried under the snow. Daily Roshni News. Reinhold survived the descent and despite severe frostbite, which resulted in the loss of several toes on his feet, he managed to make his way down to the mountain valleys. The emotional and physical toll of the event marked him for life. Independent Urdu. For many years, the exact fate of Günther was uncertain, but in 2005, as the glaciers on Nanga Parbat melted, remains and one of Günther's boots were discovered near the Diamir Glacier, confirming that he had indeed perished during the descent. Reinhold Messner +1. The tragedy deeply affected Reinhold Messner, and in memory of his brother, he devoted much of his later life not only to mountaineering but also to helping the remote mountain communities of the region. Together with his wife, he established the Messner Mountain Foundation, an organization dedicated to supporting high-altitude communities through education, health, and sustainable development. One of the key projects supported by the foundation is the Günther Messner School in the Diamir Valley of Pakistan, named in honor of his brother and aimed at providing education to local children, including girls, who otherwise would have limited access to schooling. Reinhold Messner +1. Through this foundation, Reinhold's work continues to empower local people by helping them help themselves, building schools and supporting educational opportunities so that future generations have better prospects even in the most remote mountain regions. Reinhold Messner. This is the true and complete story of the Messner brothers on Nanga Parbat, a tale of incredible courage, heartbreaking loss, and a legacy of service and education in one of the world's most difficult and beautiful environments.